up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Get the LLY fired up here. So today we're on our way to the warehouse. We're meeting back up with Dedic, and we're gonna be finalizing his K20 flatbed build. So yesterday we had sprayed the Raptor liner on the flatbed, and I actually felt really bad because the neighbors were coming over saying like their whole area was just like filled with Raptor liner fumes, and like it still smells in here. Again, no burnouts, no, not like, what's going on with you, man? Are you okay?
You were in there, you know, and then I had to go talk to Sergio for a little bit, you know, assessments and stuff.
So one thing we learned with the Raptor liner itself is we thought it went on, I mean, it goes on pretty thick. Yeah. We were anticipating a little bit thicker.
Yeah, which, you know, may have been because I didn't put as many coats on. I mean, it only took 4 bottles to do this, and I've heard of people using 6 just to do like a long bed. Right. So, you know, it may have just been that, you know, I didn't spray enough, but.
One of the things you'll see, so, you know, Dedic being not a welder, like he was putting in the time, getting all the seams closed up, but we thought we had like a little bit of tolerance to play with, to where like, instead of spending an extra 10 hours of filling and grinding and filling and grinding, like a couple little tiny holes are gonna get filled. But if you guys can see, I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, you can see those little divots. Like it's kind of amazing how thin it actually goes on. Like those holes are pretty tiny, and the Raptor liner didn't end up filling them.
You know, I had this deadline in my head, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna meet this deadline. You know, I could have taken more time and sat and, you know, finish welding them in and grinding it back down. I also could have taken some body filler and, you know, done that. But, you know, I kind of wanted to see what this product would do, and I found out.
Today, we got to get, what are we doing? Some wiring on the lighting. Dedic is running 2 red lights, obviously, brake lights, turn signal, reverse lights, all of which came from our good buddy IEP, Sergio.
Oh yeah, shout out to Sergio.
And then he's got his license plate lights up underneath there, just tiny little boogers, but these things are bright.
Oh yeah, they are. I like the way this honestly worked out with the angles and everything to get this at a 90. It ended up putting this top plate at a little bit of an angle upward, so the lights are actually somewhat directed towards the plate a little more, so that's nice.
These are flush mount lights. All you gotta do is drill a hole for the wiring, and then obviously the holes for all the bolts, but it goes on, I mean, it doesn't get easier.
No, it's super easy.
Nice and tight. So the lights are all bolted on. Next step is getting everything wired up. We're gonna pre-wire everything and then eventually mate it up to the K20 itself. It's a lot easier to do it off of the truck than it is once it's on there.
If you hook it up, it will override the bright lights.
Okay.
The only thing that you have to figure out on your truck, if it's the turn signals and brakes are on the same wires.
They're not.
They're not?
It's not, yeah.
So you're completely free to do whatever you want.
So I already figured it out, the turn. It is and it isn't, I don't think. So turn signal.
Sounds like me, Sergio.
Yeah, I know. So that once I pull the headlights, low lights come on and license plate. That's, I think, that one.
So this is tail light.
Tail lights, yes.
Good old Sergio, making life easy. That's what we like, Sergio. Yeah.
Well, let me chase down some wires real quick.
It really, I mean, if you look at like nowadays, how many wire harnesses are running to the back of the vehicle versus, what year is this?
What is this? One's an 85.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, look at all the wiring in the frame right there. It's that one pigtail to the back here.
They were very smart about this. The brakes are on the right, wiring's on the left, and they're done. That's it.
Look at Sergio got you. Like, Dedic was over here scrapping wire in the trash earlier to make a wiring harness.
I forgot my wire.
I told you Sergio's right behind us, dude. Look at that. Sergio's all hooked up and ready. That's a nice necklace. Do you sell those? Oh, and we got old Wesley.
Hell yeah.
What's up, buddy? We got another special guest coming later too. He ain't been on the channel a long time. So Sergio brought us over some demo lights here. We're gonna do some testing before we end up committing to wiring up the back of the flatbed. All right, let's see. Turn it on. All right. Oh, now we got both on.
Yeah, that's the running lights.
That's running lights. We got running lights. All right.
Yellow is left turn, green is right turn, but you have 2 greens here, so I want to see which one is it.
All right. Did it give us some right turn?
So right turn?
Right turn.
That's right turn.
All right, there's left turn. We got left turn.
So left turn.
So that means right's the other green. Oh, we getting fancy now. Dog, when you say you made it, I didn't think you like made it.
Finally.
Jeez. I mean, I always expected you to roll in the Mercedes-Benz.
Well, I felt bad about breaking your last Mercedes, so I got you this new one.
I appreciate that, buddy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Long time no see. Well, you got the greatest guy on it. I mean, ain't no better than Dave. Yeah. How about like 1 and 3/8?
You want to do it one more time?
All right, take it to you. I'm at 2 1/4. All right, tighten her up, buddy. Tighten her up. Great work, Dave. Great work.
Going rather swimmingly right now.
Yeah, well, you see,
unsurprisingly.
we got the rack on, and I'm feeling like great about ourselves, and then I still see like this giant pile of parts over here and in here. So Dedek's done with the pre-wire. Right now, we gotta put the rear of the bed on the jack stands because we need to reposition the lift arms, otherwise they hit on the truck itself. It's kind of a mission to get this thing off. So it's taking a couple of readjustments to get it to where we can lift it, support it, and work on it. Now the weight is on just that rear skirt, which tells you, you know, Dedek built this thing pretty strong that the skirts can support the weight of it. All right.
It's honestly real simple. So the inners, being that they're my reverse lights, all I had to do was go to the bright side of it, wire directly into a wire, make my drop there for the reverse lights. You know, and then the outers, it's older wiring. It's got a priority system kind of, so that turn signals are the highest, then brakes. So I ran all my runs for my running lights to the dim side, and then using that hierarchy, I was able to run my left and right turn signals and the brake lights all together. So when
So the two outers are gonna be turns and brakes.
And brakes, exactly, and running lights. If I get it lined up close enough to where they all fall on the top of the frame, then we can just shimmy it around and it'll just drop down on its own.
All right. All I know is we should lift this thing so the bed's this high.
Yeah.
I think that's like ideal. So it's gonna take a little bit of maneuvering. We've got 8 studs that need to drop into holes in the frame, so it's gonna be a little back and forth here. Bringing her down, boys. Watch your head, Dedek.
I got it. Hey, keep coming. Keep coming.
It's awful.
Nice and slow, yeah. All right, now the rear.
Get out from my...
There it is.
There we go.
It's scientific right here. So what we're lining up now is you see those little bolts right there. Those are dropping into holes in the frame that are basically the factory long bed holes.
Yeah, keep lifting the rear. We're gonna have to drop the front ones in first and then drop the rear in.
I'll do that. All right, she's in.
Lower it.
All right, she's in. Great work. All right, we got reverse lights. Ooh, running lights look good. Look at that. License plate lights are nice.
Yeah, it is.
What model number are those, Sergio?
I don't know. I don't know those ones. M9036,
All right, hit the brakes.
I think. But I'm not.
Great work, buddy.
I'm happy, I'm done.
Great work.
And I got Dave's stamp for approval.
Yeah, Dave approved it, man. That's pretty
That'd be cool,
good.
then.
Dave is a very, very qualified metal sculptor. And he brought us a super sweet Merc to put the roof rack on. Roof rack's on, bike rack's all mounted up. So, burnout time is what you're saying?
I don't know, I'm fuel filler still.
All right, she's on her way out. First time seeing daylight since the bed is done. Woo! Now keep in mind, Dedek didn't plan any of this. This was a complete driveway build using Harbor Freight welder and like some scrap metal he got on some like deals, some new metal obviously, but this is like as budget build as it gets, and it turned out killer.
Yeah, I'm already seeing some spots that I definitely think if I did this again, I would be doing it outside in daylight. I'm starting to see some spots I got a little light in that you can't really see in the artificial lighting in there. So I may be adding a couple or two to this, but we'll see what happens.
So this thing's not 100% complete. If you notice that Dedek welded in tabs here, there's gonna be a back plate that goes in to protect the cab. We might end up doing something custom, we're not sure yet. He might have like a bash plate for when he's actually loading crap, and then like a nicer one for full-time use.
Yeah. This is the deciding factor. If I can't do what I'm about to do, I gotta take it off and throw it away.
All right, let's see. Don't hit my truck. Well, we dumped a ton of fuel and almost took out the dumpsters. Yeah, we should have built the flatbed big enough to put the C10 on the back. You do a burnout in the K20 and a burnout of the C10 at the same time.
I think if I chop and chop, we might be able to squeeze it on.
There you go. Good technique.
And we're bottomed out. I love how I use this truck more as like the work truck.
Yeah.
The work truck more as
Oh, you're going to be bottoming out with all this weight
No,
back
I already
there.
am.
All right. Oh, no, you still got some play. So, a lot of you might remember Brian's old truck tick. Well, they're currently tearing his engine apart, and first thing they found was a heavily bent push rod there.
Yep. So they're breaking down the heads right now, and gonna go send them off to a shop to make sure that nothing's wrong with them.
Well, and you got some other goodies coming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, we can't leak that.
No.
Stay tuned.
They already put that in too.
Oh. Up there. Oh, keep going, you're good. Oh yeah. No scrape. So Derek went to go drop the C10 off. The K20 has made its way outside. We've got the inspector, our inspector for the entire project. He's doing his final inspection here. Let's see if he signs off on it. How's everything looking? You want to get up there and jump on it a little bit? Oh, jeez. Oh, I heard some pants rip a little bit there. Oh. Oh, jeez. All right. How's it feel? Everything good?
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Checks out. So Derek has been talking, as you guys know, the single cab OBS that I have drives like an absolute brick, and Derek thinks this thing gives it a run for its money, and he thinks this ride's worse. So I want to test it. Derek, let's go for a ride, buddy.
Oh, you driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Hell yeah.
I've also never driven this thing. I'm gonna try to be the first guy that doesn't make it hop on its brakes, because everybody overdoes it on the brakes.
Oh, you're trying to go 3 wide in here?
No, we got a flatbed. Somebody stand on the back and film. Chris, let me close the door here.
There you go.
All right.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be in for it. Oh god, I need to put a seat back here with a seatbelt. The amount of times that we've had people back here.
What? You haven't drove this truck? No, I've never driven this one. Whoa! That American power right there.
Remember, easy on the brakes.
Yeah, I kind of want to bracket one brake. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, the cam lights. Remember, it still needs the tune. This is the base tune.
Yeah, we need a better tune on this thing. I don't know, man. I think
Try to go up that. Try to go up that.
of what?
Like that curve right there. Like not even that curve. Just go into that little like blip at speed, like normal speed.
I just jumped like 3 feet. All right, I'll give it to you. It might ride a little rougher.
I told you.
I don't know. We might be on par though.
Oh, my knees are taking a beat.
Those brakes are sensitive.
Yeah, I need to get a proportion valve for it. I think I just broke my wrist.
This thing's a little bit of a bear to drive, huh?
Oh, it is. It definitely takes a little getting used to. Remember, this engine was never meant to be paired with this transmission, honestly.
Oh, it is?
That's why I'm looking for that NV4500. It's a 5-speed with the granny low still. So it gives you more.
Hold on, we're hitting this hard. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, this thing is like a Tesla.
Yep.
Driving itself and granny. Let's do some crawling over these speed bumps.
There you go. Let's see what kind of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like it's nothing. Hey. Call it.
You alright with this?
I'm sure if you want to.
Alright.
You roll it, you roll it.
There we go. There we go. Oh, dude, she crawls like a...
Yeah. Oh, and granny, it just goes over everything.
Oh, yeah, we're parking lot crawling now.
This is so weird. I feel like other people drive my truck more than I drive my own truck, but whatever. All right, now turn right. There you go, keep going. You're finding it.
Just speeding.
The difference is it needed me on the back.
We need a locker. Yeah,
Yeah.
It went up great the first
It
time.
went up great the first time when I was there.
Don't get mad if I roll this thing. Oh, yeah. This is ball crawling at its finest.
Are you even on the gas?
No, not at all.
You're gonna get out, you're gonna ghost walk it. Chris, start rapping. right, you want me to get it up there, and then you jump in, and then just like the last inch?
Oh, I got this.
All right, all
I don't
right.
want to put it through the fence.
That's up there.
It's solid, dude. Like,
Yeah, like,
yes. Doesn't feel like any body roll. Doesn't feel sketchy. I will say though, you know, not a drop of gas was spilled when I drove it.
oh, you didn't see when you walked.
No, yeah, I did. Everything's fun, man. It's gonna be even more fun with the flatbed. Now, are you gonna come off-roading with us now?
Yeah.
All right.
Stop it.
Are you mad at me, Derek? I'm sorry,
know,
man. I got the flatbed dirty.
This Dmaxryno shop says, you know, they turn out everything pristine. And look at this. Like, how am I supposed to
Jeez.
pick up my truck like this?
Good look. And then you got Chris's footprints all over this thing.
I want my money back. I just, you know, just buy me out of the truck.
All right, $600.
No.
All right, y'all. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap up this video. I think this build turned out awesome. It just shows you guys what you can do with a little bit of wanting to try. I mean, Derek didn't put a ton of money into this. No. He didn't have the most high-end tools, and he put out a really, really sick flatbed. I mean, especially considering you essentially built this in your driveway.
Yeah, I did. Honestly, the only bit you guys saw was like the final touches on it, and that was really it.
How much time do you have in this, dude?
Besides the 3 weeks I was locked up, yeah, a couple weeks. Honestly, I was working on it on the weekends.
That's pretty good. If you guys want to do something, you know, give it a shot. You don't know till you try. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. You never know. Maybe we're gonna build one of these for my OBS. Don't forget to give this video a like, you get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.